Season 12 of My Hero Ultra Rumble is coming to a close, and in less than a week, Season 13, the 2-year anniversary of the game, will begin. And, as we sometimes do at the end of each season, we're going to do a review. The good, the bad, and everything else in between. So, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know your thoughts on the season down below in the comments. Now, let's get started. First, we will start off with the good things this season, then we will go into the bad things. And I'd like to start with the biggest good thing this season, the new game mode, Area Map Control. This game mode was a breath of fresh air. Usually, and this has been the same ever since Ultra Rumble came out, when it gets to the final 2 weeks of a season, it usually gets kind of boring because you've usually gotten to Ace Rank, you've usually finished all your events, you've done everything that you need to do in the season. But with Arena Map Control, it's actually given us something extra to do. Granted, they did kind of fumble the event a tiny little bit, if I'm being 100% honest. Just because I've done I want to say 13 games in total of Area Map Control. 13 games, and I finished every mission that was on there. I would have liked it to last a little bit longer, but I guess they can't make it last too long because not everyone can just spend a lot of time playing Ultra Rumble, I guess. But it was fun. I do hope that this did well, because if this did well, maybe they'll add more game modes in the future. Like, maybe a prop hunt mode. I think that would be so much fun in Ultra Rumble. We turn into objects, we hide around the map, someone has to try and find us. That would be such a good, fun game mode for Ultra Rumble. A lot of people said domination wouldn't work, and Biking just said, okay, we'll prove you wrong, made domination, and it was very fun. I will be sad to see this game mode go because for some reason it was only a limited time event thing and not a permanent thing. But hey, hopefully this becomes one of those things that they bring back every season because that would honestly be a lot of fun. The next thing that's been great about this season of Ultra Rumble was that we actually got way more tickets this season than we did last season. So, last season, they made a change where instead of earning tickets through daily and weekly challenges, everything was on the free license, and that was fine, but we did end up missing out on a few tickets, and a lot of people were mad about that. But this season, that was not an issue. Now, the game is predatory in certain aspects. I think it's garbage that pity doesn't cross between banners. I think it sucks that once your points are gone, they're gone and they can't be used. It's not good, but what is good is that we got about 640 tickets on the free license this season. Plus, all the daily login bonuses, the birthdays, the events that they've done. In total, we've gotten roughly around 800 tickets this season. 900 if you did the premium battle pass, which is nice. It's not 2,000, which is what's needed for pity, but it's a lot more than we've gotten in the past. The next thing that I think has been amazing this season is how much more accessible the tuning system stuff has become to everybody. Now, there is still the level 3 outfits that are tied to the gacha. That kind of still sucks, but this season, compared to previous seasons, we are earning way more tuning system skill slots. So before, we'd do a match and you'd only earn roughly 10 or 12 for a randomized character. But now, you're earning upwards of 50 to 75 of those tokens per match. And it can even be for characters that you don't have now. This was a thing before, but it was a lot rarer for characters you don't own to show up as one of your rewards. But now, it's a nice healthy mix of characters you have and characters you don't have. And there are actually a couple of really good outfits that you can put on your characters that you can just buy with gold. Or sometimes it's their default outfit, which is the best one. Like Kendo, for example. Kendo's base costume, while it doesn't quite have the levels of a level 3 outfit, it still has some really good skills that you can put on it, and I'm sure that applies for a couple of characters too. So Not many people have really said that this was a good thing from biking, but I just want to point it out to show you that biking isn't as money as everybody else is making them out to be. Yes, they want the money, but at least we're kind of starting to get into a better place where it's more player friendly now than dev friendly, if you know what I mean. And the last thing that has been really good about this season of Ultra Rumble has been that there's been less glitches. Now, that's not to say that glitches are completely gone, because when they added Purple Mirio, there's a new glitch where for some reason the sound gets messed up, and I honestly don't really know what's causing that. But last season, if you played, you'll remember there were 2 glitches that were really annoying. The first was that you'd load into a match, and your skills would be bugged, so once you'd use them once, they wouldn't reload. And the only way to fix this was to get KO'd and then be revived by a teammate. That's gone, that's not a thing in this game anymore, and I'm so happy about that because that glitch happened to me so much, and it was so frustrating. And the other glitch that happened a lot was, you'd load into a match, and then randomly, the game would just die, and it would say, server timeout, server overloaded, server blah blah blah. It would just kick you out of the game and put you back to the main menu for no reason. That also isn't a thing anymore, which is nice, because it shows that biking actually are working on bugs and trying to fix them. Admittedly, it would be nicer if they fixed some of the bugs faster, but at least they are getting fixed. Not a lot of games can say that. Usually they just have the bugs and the devs don't care, so the bugs are in the game forever. But not with Ultra Rumble, I guess. Sadly, just as it is with every other season of Ultra Rumble, as much good as there is just as much bad. And I'll start with the worst thing this season, the character balance. Oh my god, biking. What are we doing? What is it with you guys releasing busted new characters? Tamaki. We didn't think he was that bad at first. Then we saw his combo game. Now he's kind of OP. Can go invisible and lose tracking. Get speed boost. He's kind of OP. Then they release Endeavor. Not as OP as other quirk skill sets that we've seen in the past, but he has so much AoE that he doesn't even really need to aim. He can just throw something out and 8 times out of 10, it will hit. Then they released Purple Mirio and oh my god, this is the most busted quirk skill set they have ever released. Okay, his alpha. His alpha lies to you, and I think that's what annoys me the most about this character. When you do his alpha, there is a brief moment where he's shooting his shots and then he permeates, which would lead you to believe that, oh, there's a window where I can do damage to this character. No, that's a lie. You cannot damage him while he's using his alpha. Even if you don't see the permeation, as long as he's permeated once from the alpha, you cannot hit him until he runs out or stops doing the attack. Then there's his beta. The beta's honestly not as bad as his other skills. Yes, he's permeated, he's under the ground, you can't hit him and he can hit you. But the damage is so little that it doesn't really matter too much. Plus, as long as you dodge roll and wait for him to pop out, because he has to pop out eventually, he's wide open for an attack. And then there's the Gamma. Oh my god, this Gamma is... You know, as somebody who likes to play counter characters in other fighting games, I was excited for this. But oh my god, this thing is stupidly OP. Yes, you can wait, and then they're wide open to take damage, and this is the main way you take out Purple Mirio. But if that thing hits you, it's like 200 damage. Plus, sometimes somebody else can trigger the counter, but if Mirio is looking at you, you will take the damage for it. It is so annoying. Also, it has insane range. I could be someone like Nejire floating around flying in the sky. If I hit a Mirio's counter from the floor, he zoops up into the heavens just to hit me for that 200 damage. It is way overtuned, and usually quirk skill sets are overtuned, but this one is just way too much. And I really do hope that we see some nerfs to this for when season 13 starts, or if you're going to keep with this OP mentality, bring some of the older characters up to the OP level, because the old characters are really suffering power creep. Red Derby, Yellow Kirishima, Yellow Kendo, a lot of these characters just cannot compete with the newer characters that come out. And this problem only gets worse and worse as the seasons go by. The next thing that sucked about this season is the matchmaking is getting worse. Now, about a month or so ago, I made this video talking about how Biking basically broke matchmaking with their new system. And this season has only made that problem even worse. At this point, it's not even just affecting Ace or Expert players. It's affecting people all the way down as low as Silver 4, I've seen, where it's putting people who are low ranked into lobbies that they realistically should not be in. I have seen people on Reddit say that they're only like Gold 2, maybe Gold 3, and they're being put into full stack Ace rank lobbies. How does that make sense, Biking? We know you're not using skill-based matchmaking. We know you are purely doing rank-based matchmaking. We know you're, we'll see how you did 5 matches and see where we put you, is BS. We know that is not a thing and that's just a complete lie. So what are you doing? Now, I'm going to be honest. I don't know what they could do to fix this. I'm not some game dev matchmaking expert. But surely, anything has got to be better than the current system that they're using, because it just ain't working, bro. It really isn't. And the final bad thing about this season is that hacking is getting worse. I do plan on making a dedicated video about this topic at some point during the next season, because I kind of want to see if they do something about it for season 13. But if not, that video will come out, because there is a lot more about this that I'd like to talk about. But yeah, when the game first came out, PC had a huge hacking problem and still has a huge hacking problem. People will try to play it down, guys, it's not that bad, please add us to crossplay. And they succeeded. They succeeded in gaslighting everyone into thinking it wasn't an issue. Then they add crossplay, which overall I still think is good. But because of crossplay, we do now have to deal with the PC hacking issue. Before, it was just stuff like infinite skill use, speed glitches, being able to move around while downed, being able to infinite plus ultra, all very big things. But the hacks are getting more advanced. There is a new hack, which I will try to get footage of showing you. I know a guy that might be able to. But now, they don't even need to be near you to do damage. They can just look in your general area, do an attack, and then that attack immediately gets teleported onto the enemy he's looking at, and then you just die. You just get instantly KO'd. And there's nothing you can do about it. You can't hide, because they also have hacks which let them see where you are in a game. So you're not safe hiding. They have the skill teleport hack, which even if you're inside, they can still teleport their skills to you. And overall, it's just making the game not fun to play. Now, I'm sure this is probably more so an Ace rank lobby problem, because if you're cheating in unranked or low ranks, you're a pathetic human. Like, stop, go touch some grass, what are you doing with your life? But still, it is not fun to fight a fight that you know you can't win. Even if you try your hardest, you try hard your soul out, you are not going to win that fight. Oh, I got them low. They infinite plus ultra. Oh, I've managed to escape. They can see you. It's a lose-lose, and it really does make you not want to play the game. And the worst part is, it is such an easy fix. It is literally something Biking could fix in a week, but they haven't, and I genuinely do not understand why they haven't. But hey, maybe they'll surprise us in Season 13. And that's everything I've liked and disliked about Season 12 of My Hero Ultra Rumble. We are literally less than 5 days away from Season 13, and I feel like they are hyping this up way more than they usually do for their seasons. Granted, it is the 2-year anniversary, but I'm calling it now, guys. I think something big is coming in Season 13. I don't know what, but something big. But yeah, my name is Webavalo. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time.